Ohio's Secretary of State was in the Valley tonight to hear Lordstown Motors CEO Steve Burns outline the next phase of pre-production for the company's electric pickup truck.
It's a project we've been following closely here at 21 News since it will bring jobs back to the former GM Lordstown plant.
Chris Serenelli was there tonight and says Burns used his plant tour with Frank LaRose to refute a damaging report that the company allegedly misled investors.
Hey guys, good evening. Lordstown Motors CEO showed off a couple of the beta frames for the Endurance pickup truck. That's one of them I'm standing right next to. There's another up on a building deck behind me here. He made the promise that the first of these beta builds will be ready in just 12 days with production beginning in September.
We are entering into, I think, arguably the most competitive marketplace there is on planet Earth. That's called the U.S. pickup truck market.
And it's a market Lordstown Motors CEO Steve Burns is set on shaking up. Inside the sprawling plant that for decades produced GM cars, now sit the skeletons of the Endurance truck.
So I think if you squint just right, this is starting to look like a pickup truck cab.
Ohio Secretary of State Frank LaRose got an up-close look at the test builds when he stopped by the plant for a tour and a company progress report.
And so I'm a frequent visitor here in the Valley. I had a number of meetings today. I was over at Youngstown State with President Trussell. Didn't want to skip the chance to come here and do a tour of this facility. So really just here to learn about what they're doing.
What the company is doing has come under sudden scrutiny. Last week came a report from independent research firm Hindenburg that Lordstown Motors misled investors, had no product, and had mostly fake orders. This week, a firm rebuttal from Burns.
What do you say to the folks who have some skepticism about the Hindenburg report and are worried about the future here?
Well, I can't speak to the Hindenburg report. I can tell you two things. We're at betas in 10 days, and we are at start of production of the world's first electric pickup truck. There's always haters. I quoted Taylor Swift to somebody the other day. Haters are going to hate, 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 hate. You got to shake it off.
Burns and company leaders are set to hold a conference call with investors Wednesday. In the meantime, he left them and us with a promise that Lordstown Motors will live up to the name Endurance.
It's happening. That's all I can tell you.
In Lordstown with more local news, I'm Chris Serenelli.